Hey everybody, Dr. Nelson here. This is a brief lesson on how to evaluate expressions. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to please follow along with me on the first page of your notes and write down what I write down. And then on the next page, there'll be a few problems for you to try by yourself. And then at the end, you can see how you did. All right, so what does it mean to evaluate something? All right, now all the word evaluate means in math is to substitute. Okay. In this case, we're going to substitute numeric values in for variables. All right. And when you do that, the most important thing to remember, all right, is follow the order of operations. Order of operations. Which, of course, you've learned about PEMDAS in the past, right? All right. So here, example number 1, it says evaluate the expression C plus A times B. And notice they give us the values of C, A, and B. All right? So I'm going to replace this C with a 5. So it's going to be 5 plus A times B. So A is -4 and B is 3. And now according to order operations, we multiply before we add, right? So 4 times -3, or excuse me, -4 times 3 is -12 plus 5. And -12 plus 5 is going to be -7. And there it is. All right, so remember, anytime you see the word evaluate, it really means substitute. All right, so let's try this one. Here we have E times G divided by C minus B. All right, so remember, EG means E times G. Right? So E in this case is going to be 10 times G is, let's see, G is 5 divided by C, which is 25. Then we're going to subtract B, and B in this case is a -5. All right, now remember, order operations, multiplication and division are kind of linked. The one you do first is the one that appears first, left to right, right? So we're going to multiply. So 10 times 5 is 50 divided by 25. And then minus -5. And now we're going to do 50 divided by 25 is 2 minus -5. And then 2 minus -5 gives us an answer of +7. All right, so the key point of this is understanding what it means to evaluate. So again, you take the value, if it's variable, plug it into the expression, and then follow the order of operations to simplify the expression. All right, try the problems on the next page. All right, welcome back. Let's see how you did. All right, so this first expression, we have A plus B plus C plus D. So let's plug in the values that we know. All right, so we know A is going to be 4. So it's going to be 4 plus B is -5. C is going to be 8. And D is going to be 6. All right, so now we simplify this. Let's see, 4 plus 6 is 10. Plus 8 is 18. And then plus -5 gives us 13. And there it is. All right, the next one, we have A times B plus C times D. All right, so A times B is going to be 4 times -5 plus C times D is going to be 8 times 6. All right, now order of operations is key, right? So here we're going to multiply before we're going to add. So this is going to be -20 plus 48. And now we can add. So -20 plus 48 will give us a 28 expression. All right, last but not least, we have C times A minus B squared. All right, so it's going to be C is 8 times A, which is 4. And then we're going to subtract B squared. Now, in this case, B is -5 squared. All right, so order of operations, we're going to have to do exponents before we multiply or subtract, right? So -5 squared is 25 So now we have 8 times 4 minus 25. 8 times 4 is 32 minus 25. And last but not least, 32 minus 5 gives us 7. And there it is. All right, if you made a mistake with either one of these problems, look at your work and did you write enough of the steps down? Okay, if you made a mistake, you probably didn't show enough work. All right, if you do that, the chances of you doing well with these problems go way up. All right, how'd you do?